Just the pain?
Just the pain.
Just all pain?
It's just, ha! Immediately.
All pain all the time. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you've accurately described the human condition.
Congratulations, you've accurately described every millennial ever.
I thought we were just going to describe the human condition circa like 1900 to now.
I mean, you're not wrong. However, counterpoint, devil's advocate. If you go back and look at pictures of our parents, and then like when they're teenagers or like early 20s, and then look at photos of us as teenagers and early 20s, we look head and shoulders better than they did.
Yeah, because we have technology.
We do. We have a lot of technology.
We clear-cut 90% of the planet in order to get that technology, but we got it.
We did a lot of stuff to a lot of things to make sure that you and I look young. Younger. Hungarian.
Well, congratulations. We've already offended the Austro-Hungarian portion of our followers.
Well, I hope not, because we've been recording for a full minute now. Congratulations. Welcome to episode 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've ingested too little alcohol to deal with this. Or too much.
There are 3 bottles of alcohol within arm's reach of you, sir.
There's 4. 4.
You're not wrong.
4.
You're not wrong. Happy New Year, bitch.
It's 8 o'clock. I told somebody I was going to go buy a sandwich. And the cat is throwing up. The cat's
throwing up. That's nice. What did you fucking eat, you idiot?
See, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it didn't even throw anything up. It just dry heaved it.
That's Momo, man.
Is that Momo?
Yeah.
Okay, now Momo's going to throw up. Momo. Oh. That's a bag. You were eating plastic bags again, weren't you, you stupid little cat? That's a whole bag, dude. That's a bag. Look at it.
I'm not going to.
Do I have to go clean that up?
Yes, you do.
But we're recording.
That sounds like a skill issue. Sounds like we're just going to have to Jimmy Timmy Power Hour this shit before... Listen, man, either you clean it up or the dog eats it.
The dog's not going to eat a plastic bag. The dog's not that dumb. He's dumb. Don't get me wrong. He thinks he's a cat. But he's not dumb enough to eat a bag. It's the cats that eat the bags.
Did you watch Chernobyl?
No.
You didn't watch the HBO series Chernobyl?
I did not, no.
Dude, so all of the things that they portrayed in there are like true to life for the most part.
Sure.
It's 90% based on like the shit that happened and the experiences of the victims of the disaster or whatever. I think about the radiation baby constantly.
The radiation baby?
The radiation baby. So one of the first firefighters that like showed up, whose name I can't remember, and it's a disgrace because I'm a drunken jackass. But
we are not. First of all, we're not drunk yet. We are both moderately tipsy, but we've got the kidneys.
Listen, my brain function isn't working right now. Regardless, anyway, dude fucking is one of the first people who like shows up to deal with the reactor exploding.
Sure.
And received such a heavy dose of radiation that in the weeks following, he was hospitalized to the point where his skin looked like moldy bread, brown, yellow, and blue, and all kinds of delicious, mushy colors. Well, his girlfriend was pregnant and discovered she was pregnant just before the disaster occurred and was going to surprise him. And then all the shit happened. And he's in the hospital. She got special permission to go and see him. And the doctor tells her, do not touch him. She tells him, oh, I'm pregnant. We're going to have a baby together as soon as you come home. He never came home, by the way. Sure. Number one. But he put his hand on her stomach, oh, I'm going to be a daddy, blah, 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 whatever. And for the few seconds that he put his hand on her stomach, he transmitted enough radiation into her uterus to make her miscarry.
Jesus Christ, really?
Literally, within seconds. I think about that shit constantly, especially now, considering they've found a new fungus around the elephant's foot at the bottom of Chernobyl Reactor 4 that is eating the radiation to live. to live.
So what you're saying is we need to collect that and spread it across the globe.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I trust the radioactive super mushrooms. Maybe send them to Fukushima and see what they do over there first.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, obviously.
I crave the cinnamon, but there is none. Father, you have forsaken me.
We ate it all.
I
we
know.
ate all the cinnamon.
I know we did. And it wasn't
scrape
fresh.
the bottom of the box.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
That's what the sake's for.
I think we switched bottles.
I don't think so, because my label or the little tag at the store said mine had a fruity flavor, and this has definitely a fruity flavor. And you went with the nut flavor, and that is dry as shit, dude.
It's not what I expected. We do have the meme sake in the freezer.
We do have the meme sake still. That's probably just about cold enough to start drinking, but we've also got
Tuaca.
We've got Tuaca, which I've never had before.
Delicious brandy.
It's very interesting.
Delicious brandy.
The Oregon Spirit it just tastes like
it tastes like nothing, and then it
tastes like whiskey.
No. Okay, listen, I'll give you that. It tastes like whiskey, but the way it washes over your palate is it takes over your taste buds, and then the fumes from the alcohol take over the rest of your mouth.
You're not
and
wrong.
It leaves this blank nothing taste in your mouth where it just overrides everything else. And at the very tail end, you get a hint of vanilla or birch or whatever the hell kind of wood they used for the barrel right at the end.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yep.
There's nothing else to it. It's a good drink.
It is
Don't
a good
get
drink.
me wrong.
But you also you brought over a bottle of Sailor Jerry, and that is an old go-to for us.
Oh yeah. That's the alcoholic special right there.
There and I've still got several bottles that I need to get the labels off of that have
you and your tattoos.
Well, at this point, I'm not even treating them as tattoos, even though they are their original tattoo artwork by Norman Collins.
You know what I think I'd want to do if I was like, well, maybe you could just go like the halfway around.
Okay.
If I was one of those people that was way into those like airplane models or whatever.
Okay.
I'd see about like getting a printout of the tattoo and using it as nose art for those model airplanes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be neat. That'd be great.
That'd be pretty great.
Did it yell at us? What happened?
But it does have a little warning here that says we only get 30 minutes.
Well, you know what? Fine. I can be funny in 30 minutes. No, I can't. God help me.
God help me. Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking
Give me those. Give me those. Just give me those.
my.
That works too. That's exactly what I was going to do with it. So you read my mind. Get out of my head, you sick bastard.
First of all, the rubber ducky.
Which one?
The rubber ducky.
Just the regular one? Or
the Ailstorm rubber ducky. How about that? Are there any new shows that we think we can go to? Or we all showed out?
Well, we've already got tickets to go to AEW.
That's a ridiculous experience. Even if you're not into wrestling, I feel like you have the opportunity to go. You should, because
absolutely.
You get drunk and you watch people professionally beat the shit out of each other, and it's legitimately entertaining.
It's absolutely.
It's
are you starting to understand why I love that sport so much?
It's a scripted blood sport.
I love wrestling so much because it is better. It is a better soap opera than Days of Our Lives. And my mother used to watch Days of Our Lives religiously.
That kills you in Spanish Lady from whatever fucking Spanish soap opera she's from. That huge meme from the 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
That will always live rent-free in my brain, bro. That is the funniest shit, I swear.
Do you know what meme recently made a comeback to live rent-free in my brain? And not like a widespread comeback, but a comeback within our little bubble here. Llama, llama, there's a llama and another little llama, llama, llama.
No. Oh,
llama,
God,
llama,
no.
Duck. I was once a treehouse. I lived in a cake, but I never saw the way the orange laid the red. Yeah, Dad and I were talking about that the other day.
Good God.
And instantly the song stuck in my head. And that was a week and 2 days ago. He comes over every Friday, right? To hang out and play games
Yeah, of
and
course.
whatever.
Speaking of which, I need to assault you more on Grand Theft Auto.
That was also very funny because neither one of us expected you to pop up like that. You know what I mean? Like, because he was very much like, well, I know like generally what Grand Theft Auto is all about, and I know that you're really good at like gaming because you kick ass in Fortnite and blah blah blah.
Oh, Fortnite! What a wonderful standard of how good of a gamer you are.
No, but you also have to understand that like I grew up.
Listen.
You listen. No,
you listen.
No, you listen.
Grandma has 4 legacy RuneScape accounts.
Yes, she does.
4 of them.
Yes, she does.
She is more of an OG gamer than he will ever be.
It was never something he was interested in. He played Tetris like a motherfucker. He has beaten the original Game Boy Metroid.
Oh, of course.
A dozen times.
He's a fucking nerd.
The fact... No.
He still plays Legend of Zelda. I mean, come
on.
on.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. You have to understand the differences. When you and I were growing up, it was all Halo all the time.
No.
Not for you, but for me.
Okay.
For me, it was all Halo all the time. And he watched me play Halo with high school friends over Xbox Live a lot. And I tried to get him to play several times. And he got his candy ass handed to him several times. Not even with like crazy weapons. I mean, he would get into a Banshee and my friend Brendan would like just throw a sticky grenade on the nose and blow the shit out of that thing just to do it. It was so funny. So, but he's not
the disrespect.
It was so great. It was so funny. But like, he's not a fighter game player.
Yeah,
he's an adventurist.
Wait,
which is why when he saw me playing Tears of the Kingdom, he went, "That's interesting. I would be interested in playing that." And then immediately went out and bought the Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch OLED and currently has 900 hours of playtime in 2 months. In 2 months, he's got 900. It might be a little longer.
Look me in the eyes and tell me Grand Theft Auto isn't a role-playing game.
Grand Theft Auto is absolutely a role-playing game.
Tell me it's not an MMORPG.
It is absolutely an MMORPG. The difference is...
It's not a fantasy MMORPG.
No. It's not even about the fantasy. Because I think he could play, like Fable, even though that's still technically fantasy. Mm-hmm. I think he could play...
I feel like he would rock the hell out of Skyrim.
I think he would enjoy Skyrim, but not for the reasons you're thinking. I think he could play, like, Fallout.
What reasons do you think he would enjoy Skyrim for?
Okay. Here's why I think he would enjoy Skyrim. And it's not for the combat.
About a 50-year-old man.
No, first of all, no. We are talking about a 65-year-old man.
Well, I wanted to be nice to him.
He's 65. He turned 66 in 6 weeks.
Let's not remind him of that.
It's fine. He knows. Here's the thing. Uh-huh. He loves the adventure aspect of video games.
Oh, yeah. See, Skyrim.
He loves the adventure aspect of video games. After he went through with Tears of the Kingdom and unlocked all of the Sky Towers mm-hmm. and unlocked all the shrines, mm-hmm. and I helped him unlock fully the entire underground.
I want you to know these words mean nothing to me.
That's fine. I'm just going to speak to the people.
It's okay, because I'm sure these words mean nothing to the people as well.
Don't rub my microphone.
Listen, if I want to sensually rub your microphone that you didn't decide to put a pop filter on, maybe I will.
It has a built-in pop filter.
It doesn't.
It does. That's what the foam underneath the metal mesh is. It doesn't work out well. Okay, well, we're also still far enough away. I think we'll be fine. After he discovered all the land, mm-hmm. all the explorable land mm-hmm. in Tears of the Kingdom, mm-hmm. he doubled back, and he has crafted almost every single recipe available in the game. He went cooking.
You know what I want?
He spent so much time cooking that he has figured out, spoiler alert, that if you cook certain dishes during a red moon, it not only enhances the effects that they will give you, sometimes it will triple the effects. So, like, if you drink a potion of haste, and like normally a potion of haste or whatever will give you like 5 minutes of extra run speed.
Yeah.
He's had some that like quadruple it. He's had 20-minute potions of haste.
Yeah, see, no, okay, so exactly what I'm thinking then. He would love Skyrim. He would be a Resto Loop legendary player. He would be the kind of person who puts it on the hardest difficulty, and the moment he gets out of Helgen, he sits in Riverwood for God knows how many days, sitting there chopping wood and selling it so he can buy fucking alchemy ingredients and then making his super potions over and over and over.
My brother in Christ. That man has 6 figures in Tears of the Kingdom.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, so...
He has 6 figures.
Okay, no.
In Tears of the Kingdom.
Literally, okay. So if you are the kind of person who is not religiously spending their money in Skyrim on better weapons, materials for upgrades, potions, whatever...
Sure.
You're going to accumulate your money kind of fast.
Mm-hmm.
If you play the way that he would, by resto looping, and I pray to God that he would be at least be the kind of person that doesn't try to negative integer his potions, because that can happen, and you can just one-hit everything like Saitama if you really want to.
You know what? You're not wrong. But here's the thing. Here's why I don't think he would go that route.
I don't think he would do that. But I think he would be the person who sits there and is like, well, I'm on legendary difficulty and I can swing my sword 3 times and kill a dragon, so I'm happy.
Yes, but the other aspect of that is he's not a fighter when it comes to that. Because like even in Tears of the Kingdom, he can hold his own against a lot of enemies. He can hold his own. Don't you? He can hold his own against a lot of enemies, and he does really well in certain areas. Like he found out stuff that I had no idea was even a possibility. But I don't think if we set him up in Skyrim with just a sword and a shield, I don't think he would go after anything. I think he would literally take every road. He would take the roads to get to each individual village.
Yeah. I mean, the way the game is supposed to be played.
I didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I played Skyrim for 37 minutes.
You got to understand, though, that these are the kind of games that I feel like Dad would look at the survival option, where it says, by picking this, you have to make sure that you are well-fed and that you are well-hydrated and that you have to sleep. And he'd be like, fuck yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's do that.
You're not wrong. I think he definitely would take the aspect of needing to eat and to sleep like way more seriously than I ever did in like Fallout 4.
Listen, it is so stupidly easy to check your stats in Skyrim. I hate that it is a 12 to 13-year-old game, however old it is now, and I can still play it like I do.
Sure.
Because I started a new character, and already, if you look at my stats, you see hours waiting, 6,000x100 and XX. Hours
just
sleeping. Waiting. So using...
Oh, right. Waiting for... Yeah,
like,
okay.
like using the wait feature or whatever.
Yeah.
And that says hours sleeping. 2.
2.
So
can I tell you
the 6,000 hours the Dragonborn has been awake, he has slept for 2 of them. And the rest he has stood in the corner like this, waiting for anything to look at him funny so he can fucking beat it to death.
Can I tell you? So I legitimately only played Skyrim for about 37 minutes.
How do you manage to do that?
Here's what I did.
Okay.
The first 20 minutes created my character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... I mean, you can't just give me an entire fantasy world of races and not expect me to see what a Khajiit looks like when he's got Fat Albert's cheeks and Jerma's jawbone.
To also be fair, I spent the first 20 minutes making my character in GTA. It took me forever because all the parents.
But that's literally the same thing, though.
No, it is literally the same thing. But the thing is, all the parents in GTA are ugly as shit. So I tried to make the most attractive person I could, and it was impossible.
I used John Marston as a dad from Red Dead Redemption.
Now, when I got into Skyrim, after I made my character, and I was like, "Oh, you're finally awake," or whatever the fuck that line is.
Hey, you're finally awake.
I went to the very first town.
You got caught trying to cross the border just like us and that thief over there.
Yeah. I went to the very first town that you have to go to, Riverwood. And then I talked to somebody, I don't even remember who, and they said, "Oh, you should check out whatever the fuck over there around the mountain." And so instead of, taking the road around the mountain.
You Skyrim horsed your way up the side of the mountain.
I didn't even use a horse. I just was like jumping and running and trying to get... I went up and over the mountain and I got to the next place and I saved and I turned it off and I never turned it back on.
So you went to... I don't even remember the name of the barrow at this point, but you probably talked to Lucian Valerius. I'm pretty sure that's his name.
I don't know.
He's the owner of the Riverwood Trader. You can marry his sister Camilla.
Gross. Anyway.
And
hey, look, Saki.
He's got a golden claw, it's a dragon claw made of gold that he kept adorning his shop. And he's like, they stole it from me. Well, no shit, they stole it from you because it opens the fucking tomb that you go retrieve it from. There's like a thing in the wall. And it's got all these dials on it. When you look at the underside of the claw, it's like, hey, these line up with the thing on the wall. Yeah? Hey, fucking, you gotta be stupid not to be able to put 2 and 2 together.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, he's just sitting there like, the forefront of my store. They took the claw. I'm like, okay, sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Fucking give it back to him. I don't care. I'm gonna steal it from him the moment he falls asleep anyway, just so I can put it in my house.
Okay. All right. Listen.
No, I won't.
Listen. Okay. Don't clip the audio. Jesus. All right. We've been going 22 and a half minutes. We've got a 30-minute timer on this right now. I will make it so that we can have a longer one because we need long-term bullshit, right? We have tickets to AEW.
Yes,
I still have the signs from the last time right down there.
Yes, we haven't used them. Okay, so we need to have a sign.
To make sure that we have the signs this time.
Well, we also need to make sure we have a sign that says Remaster New Vegas.
Yes. Yes.
Remaster New... I will happily be at the forefront of any AEW show with a big-ass sign that says Remaster New Vegas, just to be the derpy motherfucker I strive to be.
I mean, you and I are the derpiest people on a bad day.
This is coming from the gentleman who took the Crown Royal bag out of the Donate a Crown Royal bag kiosk.
Hey, man. They're up for grabs.
I've never seen these colors before. There's this beautiful cream bag with gold trim, and you've got the funny blue one in the corner with the red string.
Yeah,
it's got the white stitching. Yeah. It looks nice.
Well, silver.
Silver stitching. So it's got a silver bag inlay too, doesn't it? The inside's a different material than the outside.
No, it's blue.
Oh, it's the other bag in there. You fool.
The white ones?
Yeah.
No, the white ones are white on the inside.
No, I mean, you had the other bag in there and it tricked. Oh, I've got the alcohol yips.
The alcohol yips?
The alcohol yips. Yeah. Like Reggie? Like, what are we doing here, Scoob? We're on a podcast.
Oh, by the way, I spoke to Derek.
Who?
Derek.
Who?
The security guard from AEW.
Oh, right, him. Derek. Derek's a cool guy.
He left the company.
No.
Yeah, about 8 weeks ago.
No. Yeah. Shame.
So we won't see him there. However, we're still gonna have fun. Like, I understand. Shameful. I understand that you're not a big fan of wrestling, like overall, right? Even though it's like my favorite thing in the world. You tend to push more toward porn, but anyway.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Listen, just because I play some questionable games on Steam doesn't mean I am a sexual deviant.
No, that would
We've
be
all... Hey, listen, 2013 was a different time. Even Markiplier was playing Honey Pop.
Wow. Name drop. Anyway, so I think... How did you...
Do not question my Pope hat.
You have a Crown Royal bag balanced so perfectly on your head. And I don't... There's nothing in it.
No.
It's an empty bag.
Not question my Pope hat.
Pope is a pedophile. Anyway, I think this is. I mean, we could run a 30-minute set for the first episode here. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I can't
it's fine.
believe what kind of incoherent bullshit we've actually shat out onto the internet.
Well, how many times have we been out in public and been going back and forth, and somebody's like, "Am I listening to a podcast?" What does that happen to us 3 times now?
3, 4, 5 even.
So
and that was in what
this
out of
year,
the 8 times we've gone outside this year.
Yeah, no kidding. Gone outside. That's
Jesus
the big
Christ.
aspect of it. But I think this is an okay first episode.
Sure. I'm almost out of sake.
I'm getting there.
Pussy.
Well, but I also had some of that and some of that and some of that.
Okay, and I didn't.
Did you have any other cloaca?
Yeah.
No, tuaca.
Cloaca? Yes, the hole that birds lay eggs from and shit from simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't want to have another conversation about duck vaginas and corkscrew dicks because there was a 30-minute to 45-minute argument about it yesterday with one of my friends.
First of all, it's not an argument, it's a diatribe. And second of all, that's the 4th time you've been roped into that conversation, and 2 of them have been with me.
I know. It's great. It's wonderful. Listen, it's ridiculous because I saw like a comic that was like, oh, it's the ornithologist curse of knowledge, and it was a dude showing a bird study guy a thing, and it's a wine opener that's a duck, and it's a corkscrew. So
it makes sense.
Corkscrew dick, haha, whatever. And It's like, brother, I'm not even an ornithologist, and I know what that joke was. Everybody knows about the duck dick at this point.
Not everybody.
What do you mean?
I know people who don't know and don't want to know.
Well, you better tell them.
He's very religious, and I respect him.
Are we talking about?
We're talking about one of the guys I work with.
Oh, well, you should tell him anyway.
I might.
You should tell him.
I think it's more interesting that female ducks have several fake vaginas than it is that a male duck has a corkscrew dick. I think that's the more interesting aspect of this that no one talks about.
Vaginas, it's that they have fake vaginal canals.
The same thing.
No, it's not the same thing because you have a general idea of where the hole should be, but with ducks, it's like, okay, we're playing Hollywood Squares, and maybe you'll get the right one.
You're not wrong. But to end this episode, uncap your sake, sir.
Listen, I'm an alcoholic, and I feel like I'm going to barf soon.
Well, then you need to finish that bottle and then stop. Because these are not very large bottles. No. This is an afternoon of fun type of bottle. Yeah. We sipped on
300 milliliters. We sipped on Sailor Jerry, which is 46 alcohol by volume.
We sipped on Oregon Spirit,
which is 90% by volume.
Well, it's 90 proof, not by volume. And then this guy is 35% by volume, so this is 70 proof, the Tuaca.
And then we had both of these
300 milliliter sakis. So we got a minute left. So cheers me, because I love you, and you're my brother. And together we'll take over the world.
Yeah, sure.
And down.
There's like barely any left.
Same here. I've got a big mouth. All right. So, good first episode.
Hooray!
I love your face.
I'm covered in cat hair.
Me too. That's what happens when you have 9. Jesus. 6 cats that don't even come in here and my fucking clothing is covered. All right. That's a story for next time. We got 40 seconds.
Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet. We love you. Have a great night.
Each totem on the pole is a symbolic representation of one family.
And the leader of the tribe is at the bottom of the totem pole to hold up the rest of them.
Actually, it's dependent on which tribe you're thinking of. On the East Coast, the top represented the chief, and on the East Coast, it was the bottom.
You just said East Coast twice.
Oh, sorry. East Coast was top, West Coast was bottom. That was backwards.
Don't tell that to the rap community.
Listen,
Bye,
maybe
Internet.
I'm
We love
fucking
you.
drunk.
Bye.
Bye.